Literally, people are packing up their PCs from home, chucking them in the car, putting them into bags on the train, and bringing them across the country to connect them into our network we build here. So you'll see rows upon rows upon rows of PCs and people playing every game under the sun, playing in tournaments, playing with friends, all coming together to share their passion for games. You could stay at home and play online, but if you come here, you get to share your passion with like-minded gamers. Over the weekend, we'll have over 30,000 people walk through the doors. It's about 10,000 a day. You'll struggle to get a hotel on site. Most of the B&Bs nearby will be full, but a whole load of people are camping indoor at the NEC. You'll see a sea of tents. About 1,000 people at least will be camping in that hall. But what's interesting is people wonder, how does this work? You've got mums, dads and kids coming to see YouTubers and play games in the LAN hall, and then you've got predominantly 80–90% male, mid-20s to late 20s in the game room. How does that mix? Ultimately, they all love games. Whether it's a 6-year-old or a 60-year-old playing the latest game from one of the publishers in the hall, they're there, they both love games. So there's a common theme, and that's what brings people together. See, I've always viewed computer games as very inclusive, not isolationist activities. It's a way of breaking down social barriers and bringing us closer together, not further apart. And that's a misconception we need to break down a lot. Retro gaming is great because it allows you to reminisce over what you enjoyed. The playability was what it was always about back in the retro era, because you didn't have the technology to do these spectacular immersive experiences or VR. It's something for the adults, if anything else, because they remember playing like some of the duck shoot games or the bongo drums games, or even things like Pac-Man or Space Invaders, some of the early video games. So I think it's just another activity that people can rediscover. A lot of people here won't have been born when some of those games were being released for the first time, and it allows them to discover it almost for the first time themselves. So this all started about 22 years ago. I ran my first esports event, which was when I was 15, and I was doing dial-up modem to modem. I got everyone together in a hotel in Southampton, and we did a network gaming event, and that was the first LAN party I did. As a hobby became 20, became 30, became 50, became 100. We did the first Insomnia in March '99. That was 300 PCs, and it looked like the banks of CRT monitors in this. It was a stepped arena, and it looked like Mission Control at Houston. And it went from there. What was an enthusiast event started to have more things added on, started to have expos, started to have cosplay, started to have tabletop games, social games in the evening. It became a complete festival. It's like Glastonbury. It's not just about the main stages, it's everything else that goes on in between. And you'll see that here. It's an eclectic mix, but the key core fundamental of everyone here is they're all coming together to belong in a place where other people, just like them, enjoy video games.